Welcome aboard. It's Captain G with Global War 1939 Dark Winter, Germany 6. All right, under the declaration of war, because of Germany's new offensive in North and South America, Germany is officially declaring war on Brazil and will conduct an attack this turn. Purchase. We walked into this turn with a cash on hand of 84 IPP. For 11, we're buying the standard 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 1 SS Infantry. Starting this turn, we're now able to buy our first heavy bomber for 14. We're buying 1 Tiger tank, so I use the Tiger 2 sculpt for that. We're buying 2 Mark 5s, and I use the original Tiger for that. And then we're buying 2 Mark 4s. And I think, oh, and I forgot the 7 infantry. So all of that is 84. And this is the bonus. This is a Czech Hedgehog, which we're going to place in Bordeaux. Okay. Declare attacks. Let me get this out of the way. We'll bring that back at the end. Oh, deviation from normal buy for our miners. Romania is producing their locally grown medium tanks for 6 instead of 2 infantry. Okay, so let me get this out of the way while we take a look at the Russian front. All right, so we have 6 attacks here, up in red, 2 attacks for Army Group North. We're going into Karelia and Novgorod, and I'm going to come around to the other side of the map because it's easier than reaching over. For the Karelia attack, out of the 9th Army Group there, we're sending 2 infantry. Oh, no, Karelia, we're sending from Leningrad 1 infantry and 1 from Vilpuri. And then we're sending into Karelia 1 fighter from Leningrad. Into Novgorod, we're sending 2 infantry from Leningrad. So they're coming in here, 2 more Finns. And then from Leningrad, the 1 tactical. All right, from West, for West Russia with Army Group Center, we're sending out of the 4th Army Group Center, 4th Panzer Division, 2 infantry. So the 4th Panzer, this may be off camera, but there's a card up here. We're sending 2 Hungarian infantry from the 4th up here in Pskov. And that is being supported, this is West Russia, yes, from Yugoslavia, this fighter flying 1, 2, nope, medium bomber, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then in Belarusia, we're sending, from Belarusia, we're sending 1 infantry from Pskov and 1 infantry from East Poland. And now that fighter's flying 1, 2, 3, and he'll have 2 left to land 1, 2 into Romania. Okay, so each of those 4 battles have an air support factor from the Luftwaffe. Going to Army Group South, the Black Dice, East Ukraine is empty, so it's a walk-in. So we're going to move the 9th or the 6th Army in entirely, except we're sending 1 infantry to walk into Kyiv, which is unopposed and open. So this, our AA will come in non-combat. So this entire card for the 6th Army is moving forward into East Ukraine. Those are all the attacks on the Russian front. Let me come over We talked about Brazil, so let's do our South American front. The Kriegsmarine is dispatching 2 submarines, one from the port in Gibraltar, 1, 2, 3, and one out of this convoy C zone, so no longer convoying. And they're going to do surprise strikes with Wolfpack to sink this Brazilian fleet, so the Brazilian Navy does not join the Americans in any kind of war in the Atlantic. So deterrence through aggression. And then finally, we've done the Army with air support, we've done the Kriegsmarine. Now we're going to do the Luftwaffe. So this battle in Sea Zone 21, the Luftwaffe, this entire force in Labrador, is going to come down, with the exception of the air transport. He's going to fly non-combat, obviously. So that's 5, yep, you can see that. 5 veteran fighters, 2 tactical, and then these 2 will also join. We have nothing that can detect submarines, so we won't be shooting at the submarines, but we will be finishing what our fellow pilots started, damaging these battleships and wiping out that surface fleet. All right, so let's start here in the west. Let's come over here. You know the old saying, nothing's over until it's over. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? No, but it might be when we bomb the American fleet off Halifax. All right, so first round of attack, we have more 7s than I have orange dice. So let me see, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the veteran fighters. And I have 4 tactical. Do I have 4 more? I do. Wow. All right. 4 more tactical. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 at 7 or less. And this will put proof to the theory that the 7s don't like me. They certainly didn't like the Japanese last round. Here we go. 12, 12, 10, 8, 8. See? Statistically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 that didn't like me. So I got 4 hits, 2 4s, a 5, and a 2. 4 hits on the U.S. fleet. This is going to take too long. I'm going to lose too many aircraft. I'll just leave this up here to denote 4. All right, the U.S. has 2 destroyers shooting at 4. It has a cruiser at 6. And the 2 damaged battleships will also be firing 6s now. And because of the location in that sea zone, there's no Allied air that could scramble. Had I gone after the transports that they baited me to go after, then the RAF would have scrambled out of New England. All right, let's see. Oof. Oof. 1, 2, 3 hits. All right. So I'm going to lose 3 tactical bombers because they can be replaced. And my 4 hits will kill the... Let me just show you what he's got. So I've lost 3 tactical. I've taken them off. I'm going to drop them off in the kill bin to be recycled. And the 4 hits, I'm going to lose 2 destroyers, a cruiser, and 1 battleship. Because it was already damaged, it just takes 1 more hit. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So, 1 more ship. There's no reason not to finish, because at most I'll just lose 1 more tactical, unless all of my dice miss. And then, whoop, and he gets multiple hits, which maybe I'm challenging the dice gods. So I'm going to roll it all, including the AA coming out of the damaged battleship. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 veteran fighters, 1 tactical, and the damaged battleship, all shooting Tack, 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 tack. All right, so the battleship missed, thank goodness. And I got a 4, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So success. Down goes the battleship, the American fleet, and that sea zone has been cleared. But there is no joy for the Kriegsmarine. They've already been kaput. But not a bad day's work. 33 IPP for 3 tacticals and a little more than that for the fleet. All right. So that completes that battle. Let's do the sub attack with the Brazilians. Subs attack at 4, but in wolf pack formation, they get surprise strike at 5s. Either of them hit, then, well, depending on what they get, there's impacts to the defense, right? So a 9 and an 8. Did I say hit? My mistake. All right, so now they're awake. The coastal battleship is a 5, and the transport is a 1. So they're shooting back. What was Hilltop saying about transport sinking? So the 6, the coastal missed, but the transport got a hit. So I lost one of my subs, which means the other sub now only attacks at a 4. But I'm going to continue. I have to get 3 hits. They only have to get 1 more. This is a losing venture, but uh-oh. I have awoken the fury of the people who produced Pele. All right, so that was a terrible failure. I lost both subs. These guys are angry at me now, and no damage whatsoever. Okay. And there dies the Kriegsmarine in a little whimper. All right. Let's now do, we'll start with Army Group South or walk-ins, right? So there were no Russians in either Eastern Ukraine or Kyiv. So those are walk-ins, probably traps, but we'll see. So let's do north and central. So in the north, we have Karelia, where we have 2 infantry coming in at 2. These are the 2 Finns. And we have 1 fighter at a 6. And the Soviets have a light tank. And the viewers may be wondering about that one. And I should have covered this in housekeeping, when Triple Crown recorded his turn, he saw the German disposition, but did not watch the German turn and didn't realize that the infantry and Molotovsk had been killed. So he had replaced him with the light tank. Okay, so that's why that light tank is there and not in Molotovsk. And that was all done in the chat between the players between games. Not a major impact in the war. So the white dice is the tank defending at a 4. Okay, so he got a hit. So that loses one of the Finns. The fighter missed, and both infantry missed. Of course, because here we go. We got to play the blood toll, the blood tax, to get every square foot of the Rodina. All right, so we're going to take off one of the 2s. The fighter got a 9. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going. Let's kill that tank. All right, well, I killed the tank, but I didn't take the territory. So the tank killed the infantry. 2 hits on your 4s. I can't buy that from my dive bombers. All right, but this guy got him. So the infantry die, and I don't take the territory. Now, since it was never under Axis control, we don't have to worry about any partisans popping up, but I don't get the IPP for it, which is sad. Okay, so I'll land him non-combat. Let's do number 2. Let's hope for better results. Let's get rid of these dice. We're going to replace them. Those are 2 Finnish infantry. That is a German Stuka. And we have a Soviet infantry. And let's make this go 1 round only, shall we? Come on. All right, at least the Stuka hit. So we pay the blood tax. This guy comes off. I lose a chip, but this guy stays. And so this one. So I got the one for 1 IPP. I lost the one for 2 IPP. It's almost like the Russians are conspiring against me. All right, so that completes Army Group North. Now let's go to Army Group Center, where we have the attack for, what is that? Western Russia, and then Bessarabia. So let's do Western. We'll just keep going north to south. So there we have a medium bomber. So that's 2 4s and 2 Hungarian infantry. They've got submachine guns. And I'm not going to roll the defender because I'm rolling the medium bombers and I don't want to get the dice mixed up. All right. The Hungarians are better fighters. Good job, because the medium bombers missed. So we did get him. So we'll roll a dice for the infantry. 10. Outstanding. So Army Group Center gets its first win. Outstanding with both infantry. And now the last one in Bessarabia, we have 2 infantry, 2 more Hungarians. I want to point it out. And a Romanian fighter at a 6 against a Russian infantry at a 4. There we go. All right. The fighter and the infantry both hit. So we did lose one of the Hungarians, sadly. But we take the territory. Okay. All right, so we flip that over. And now we'll start our non-combat. Let's start by landing these planes on the Eastern Front. So we're done with the battle box. Okay. So the fighter and the bomber and the tactical bomber are all going back to Leningrad. Okay. All going back to Leningrad. Army group, the 4th Panzer Army is moving into Leningrad as well. And this mech was here for no reason. I was going to do something else and change my mind. Okay, so the 4th Panzer, just in case they don't have it carded the same way, is an AA gun, 2 artillery, 6 mech, and 2 medium tanks. Okay. So I landed all the air. We're starting the non-combat. I'm going to move the Helsinki infantry to Vilpuri. I'm going to take C-Zone 19, the naval transport at the top of your screen, pop down to 18, pick up from West Germany this infantry, the SS infantry, and the Mark 5, and bring them back to C-Zone 20 and drop them off in Leningrad. Okay? All right, and I'll mix up the cards so I have a true Panzer Army and a regular army afterwards. Okay. In East Poland, this Mark IV and the 2 Panzer Grenadier are moving through Pskov 1-2 and into Leningrad. In that move, you should have 1 infantry left in Pskov when the 4th moved up. It was everything except the infantry there. All right. Down here in the Western Ukraine, this AA gun will move forward with the 6th Army. From Romania, I'm moving in 2 Romanian and 3 German infantry into Western Ukraine. I'm also moving one Romanian infantry from Bessarabia in there as well. From Hungary, we're moving 3 German infantry into East Poland and 1 Hungarian infantry into East Poland. Okay, the armored trains. I'm going to move 1 from Rome to Hungary and from Turin to West Germany. So from Rome, going 1, 2, 3 to Hungary, pre-positioned for later. And the other one moving 1, 2, 3 to West Germany. In West Germany, we have actually from Stettin, we're going to go 1, 2 to East Poland, 2 medium tanks from Stettin, West Poland to East Poland. Okay, 2 medium tanks. From West Germany, I'm moving through Stettin to West Poland, 2 medium tanks and 2 Panzer Grenadier. All right. I'm not hearing any questions, so I think everyone's following along, which is great. Well, let's go to the Atlantic Wall. I'm going to move 1 infantry to Reims from Paris. Paris, 1 infantry to Reims. Everything else in Paris is going to move to Normandy. That's 2 Mark IVs, 1 infantry, and 1 heavy artillery into Normandy. And then all of the attack aircraft in the Battle of Sea-Zone 21. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll land there as well. So I'm going to use the Luftwaffe marker. Put these guys on the marker. 2 infantry, 2 Mark IVs, 1 heavy artillery, all there in Normandy with those surviving aircraft. Okay. The air transport from Labrador, which can move 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, will land in Paris. Because he has no combat value, there's no reason for him to land in Normandy. All right, let me double check my notes. I did that, East Poland, Vopri. Yep. Hungary, East Poland, West Germany, Stettin, Paris, Reims. And, the Reims AA gun is going to move to Normandy. All right. Did that. I think that completes it. Let me just look one more time to make sure I didn't mess up. I think so. All right, outstanding. That went quicker than I thought. We're at 23 minutes. So let's start placing our units, shall we? Let's bring back the build. Up in Finland, of the 7 German infantry, I'm going to take off 2. All right. I'm going to build 1 in Leningrad. I'm going to build them at the army bases, the 2 infantry. No, not army bases, military bases. So I'm going to place 1 up here in Turin, and then I'm going to place the other one in Leningrad. So I'll need the sculpt for that. Okay, so that's the 2 infantry of the 7. I also am sending 2 infantry in Romania. So that's 4 so far. I'll just finish the infantry so there's no question on where they all went. And I have 1 in Hungary. That's 5. I have 2 left. 1 in Stettin and 1 in Paris. 1 in Stettin and 1 in Paris. Just off camera. Probably still off camera. Okay, so that's the 7 infantry. They've been placed. I have the medium bomber I'm going to place in Berlin. Okay, I have the factory still in Helsinki. I'm going to place the Finnish infantry and 1 Mark IV Panzer up here in Helsinki. In Romania, with the 2 infantry that I just placed, I'm going to place the new Tiger tank in Romania. Army Group South gets the Tiger. In Hungary, with the 1 infantry, I'm going to place the 2 Mark 5s. The Mark 5s go to Hungary. In Stettin, with the infantry, I'm going to place the other Mark 4. In Stettin, a Mark 4. I did the Berlin. So I have the 2 Panzer Grenadiers and the SS, and they're all going in West Germany. West Germany. 2 Panzer Grenadiers and 1 SS Infantry. That's all my builds. The Czech Hedgehog goes in Bordeaux, we said. Hungary gets an infantry that they built themselves. And Romania gets a Romanian tank to join the Tiger. Outstanding. All right. So we're at the collect income phase. I'm going to bring you down. I have to adjust my notes because we failed in Army Group North at times. For me, it's about time I start firing generals, right? Replacing them with other generals. Is that something we start getting into when they fail? All right. So we did not get 8. That failure was 25% of our income this turn. So we picked up 6. That is 1 in Novgorod, 1 in West Russia, 1 in Bessarabia, 1 in Eastern Ukraine, and 2 in Kyiv. That's 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 2. Sounds like Clue. If you watch that movie, it's an awesome movie. So we start this term with 63 as our base income. We just added 6, not 8. So that takes us to 69. And then we have 17 in bonuses. Swedish bonus, Atlantic Wall bonus, 5 each for 10. Vichy controlled territory is worth 4, and then Leningrad itself is worth 3, so that's 7, so 17. So that takes us to 86 IPP cash on hand. Next up is the Empire of Japan. It's Captain G, over and out.